Welcome back, everybody. Today we're talking about the update soon, question mark, what's going on, kind of a week in review, and also the wipes happening here for Rust Console Edition for the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, next generations, and everything in between. Okay, so we got a lot to cover here, the kind of a week in review and kind of like what's looming here, hopefully by the end of this week. But first and foremost, let's go ahead and cover the wipes that are happening here, and that's also going to include my custom server. If you're looking for a stable custom server with a consistent experience, my server's fantastic. It's always loaded with dudes. Be sure to search for the server ID. It's 49BD706. Again, make sure that when you search, you're searching for ID and not the name. It's a good way to find us, like, legit. I should say the most consistent experience. Now, I should put asterisk, footnote, if Gportal is not being weird. So we did have to take our pop and put it down to 80 because of those reasons, because Gportal can be a little weird. Things seem to be a bit more stable. We're hoping that the next gen stuff also boosts some of the server configurations, you know, anybody? Because I know there's a lot of people that play on custom servers, and as you know, as the servers, the longer they go with the high pops consistently, they kind of get a little goofy. Anyways, point is, our full wipe is April 24th, and we're going to try a bi-weekly segment here, April 24th to May 8th. This is a great server to jump in on. So yeah, if you do run into anybody doing teaming, living, sharing resources, sharing bases, too many bags in one base, doubling up on raiding, be sure to use the in-game report system on my server. Be specific about name, grid, and what they're doing. And please and thank you. That always does help us get to those dirty, rotten cheaters faster. And obviously, anybody who's using mouse and keyboard and scripts, obviously they get the boot. And just for anybody thinking about maybe doing any of that stuff, I do share my list with other top community servers, and I also pass all the data on to Double 11. So they may or may not do something with it, but I have plenty of data. So let's just say cheating in my server holds consequences. So do not do it. You're better off. You know, people will dislike you. You're scummy, don't do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and cover the monthlies here. We're going to couple these up into two here. So we have monthly main branch. We have April 24th, 2025. We have a soft wipe coming up. You keep the blueprints, but you lose everything else, so the map wipes. Servers come back online 1:30 p.m. Eastern, 10:30 a.m. PST, and 6:30 p.m. BST. Next block here, I know this doesn't really affect the monthlies, but I'm going to put out there. So Thursday, May 1st, 2025, there is no wipe for monthlies. It is on the early half of the month. But just to let you know, and obviously the times are relevant, so obviously no changes to the map or BPs. Just people ask, so we put it out there just to make sure that they do know. Let's walk over here. Let's go ahead and do these, and then let's talk about what's happening here in Rust Console Edition. So, you know, fingers crossed. All right, so weekly main branch. We have April 24th, 2025, Thursday. It's a full wipe. That's BP wipes and map wipes, so you're starting from nothing. 1:30 p.m. is when they come back online, 10:30 a.m. PST, and 6:30 p.m. BST. So going on to the next week, I think, okay, there it is on the next side here. May 1st, 2025 will be a soft wipe for the weekly servers on main branch. That means you keep the blueprints, but the map wipes. Again, maps come back online. Or I should say servers come back online at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, 10:30 a.m. PST, and 6:30 p.m. BST. Now, and this is for obviously main branch. So I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Rust Console Edition is getting a next generation version. That's why we've had some very weak updates over the last few months, but also like I think it's like 7 or 8 months now, something crazy like that. That's because they are bringing in the next generation version. Here's the kicker. We don't know much yet. Supposedly, we're supposed to get information here, hopefully on the dev blog. And dev blogs typically drop on a Thursday. So, you know, maybe during wipe day, we also get the dev blog. That would be ideal. We still don't even know what we're going to get, right? Also, the creator program, I haven't seen any changes in this yet. And then also, with the whole toxicity and Discord thing, I did send something to Pedro. I haven't heard anything back, but I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt because this is probably an important week if they are going to drop the dev blog. So I'm going to follow up with him again next week, or I should say at the end of this week, to kind of see what's going on. But so far, no official communication back to me. So I did pass everything on that we talked about in the video prior to that. I guess I'll go ahead and link that now in the upper right-hand corner. Also leave it on the end screen as well. Just know that you need to watch the video, not just react to a thumbnail. Trust me, I think it's pertinent. I think it's worth it in there. I think it brings up some pretty interesting points that I think a lot of creators and I think even players are kind of like, yeah, what are we doing with that? Okay, so back to this whole announcement thing. Hopefully this dev blog is not fluffy and it doesn't give us anything. Hopefully we hear the main things we want to hear and see. We want to know what the price is for flat out outright next generation console edition. And we want to know what the discount is, if there is any, right? And we need to know roughly what's in it. That would also be very nice. And, you know, maybe when it drops, and if there is or isn't a beta. Again, I would strongly recommend if they plan on dropping this at the end of the year in fourth quarter, which, by the way, it's on top of GTA 6, which is a massive mistake if they do. But if they have to do that, drop a beta even if you don't need it because it'll keep us interested. Make it like part of the pre-order or something, right? Because then at least we'll get a chance to get in there and get our hands on it. And again, you've heard me say this many times, and I'm repeating it in hopes that, I mean, you guys are on the same page, but also that if the suits watch this, they hear this too. The next generation graphics are cute. They're great. But we're looking for stability in content. We know you guys will be updating the game every month. So honestly, in the fourth quarter of this year, like when GTA drops, have the team focus on the graphical stuff. We won't mind. Like, we'll be super busy, super distracted. I think that's, you know, we're just looking for a stable experience and consistent updates and like new content is what we're looking for. And honestly, that's what we're hoping this devlog brings us, right? We're hoping we don't have to wait like another, I don't know, months and months and months to just know what's actually going on here. So, you know, fingers crossed that this is going to happen. And again, like in true fashion, we're at the end of the month and we're like, we haven't heard anything. So I'm like, please, please, please. So I'm kind of split on this. Like, they could be dropping something in May because it is the anniversary. But again, we have no official word. It does look like we're possibly going to see some things that were on the survey prior. The longer this goes and the weirder they get with our responses and no responses, I'm going to say question mark on the release with helicopters, question mark. Obviously, I hope that they come in. But it's looking more like other maybe monuments because they do seem to be kind of monument heavy. And most likely ground vehicles, so modular cars, will be in the mix here, most likely. All right, so let's check a couple of things on the Twitter to kind of rule some things out, unless, again, they're pump faking us here. So we do have, they've been releasing images along the way, which is great, but we do see the harbor here, and we don't see the revamped harbor, so that's definitely out, again, unless they're pump faking us. We did get the satellite dish, which is nice, but this, again, looks like it's on a developer kit and not an actual machine. I could be wrong, but judging by the aliasing that's happening, I would say I don't think this is 100% on a console. Call me crazy, I could be totally wrong. So again, this one's really hard to tell, and this is probably on purpose so they're not giving anything away, but we already have all of these like road attachments and stuff, which again kind of goes back to what we've been saying all along. They're gearing up for the road stuff because this is the road version of the satellite dish. So yeah. We did get this, which is nice, and again, it's like if the graphics here on new gen just stay the way they're at now and they focus on that content and they focus on stability and consistent updates, I think we'll be happy. Like because I know there's more layers to the game that come in with this, you know, like compared to PC, but that's okay. Like, we're looking for a stable experience and consistent updates, and we want to know what's in the game. And again, I'm leaning towards there being something added to the game for this, because if they're going to charge money for this, there has to be a reason for us to upgrade, or no one's going to upgrade. We'll just stay on the old version until new stuff comes out. And I would imagine part of this is also to make money, right? So why would they do this release and go, yeah, it's free, and then we won't include, or I'm sorry, not free, but here we'll charge you money for this, but we won't include anything. It's like, okay, the graphic updates are nice, but I think a lot of us will probably wait. You know what I mean? Because if there's literally no difference, it's like, okay. You know, like the graphics updates are cool, but like we're looking for substance. We're looking for beef. We're looking for meat. So this is nice. I'm glad that they did do this. Yeah, this is definitely closer to PC, at least the hand and the gun itself. I do believe this is also in the next gen version, like the Easter thing that they did. Oh, and a side note, be sure to grab this. I think this is only up for like another week or so. It is a skin for the electric furnace, and I don't even think PC has electric furnace tweaks. So good time to get that. That's over there on the skin store. Again, I'm not affiliated with Double 11 at all, I think my recent videos probably prove that, right? So yeah, we're anxiously awaiting this dev blog, this update, and hopefully the dev blog includes what we're looking for here, some of the basic items. And again, if it's going to be a long time, soften the blow. And if you have any kind of influence on, you know, if it's going to happen later on the year, I would strongly advise that you guys release some kind of beta, even if you don't need it, to make sure that it holds our interest, because like we want something to play now, because we know at the fourth quarter most people are going to be playing you know what. So it's just one of those things where it's like, come on, you got to keep us interested, especially if we're going to have to wait another like 4 months or however long this is going to be, because we're essentially into May now. So yeah, fingers crossed that this dev blog is what we're looking for. And we'll give you an update on the toxic Discord situation. Hopefully that's cool. It looks like maybe there's stuff going the right direction. And yeah, I'm very excited for this next generation update. I really cannot wait. Just going over on the PC side and feeling out with like some of the new updates that they have there, I was like, guys, this is all coming for us. Everything is now possible for us in Rust Console Edition when this next gen does hit. So I am very excited for this. I'm sweating. Hopefully, if anything good comes out of this, or even bad, we'll make sure we'll let you guys know ASAP. So a good reason to subscribe and turn on those notifications, and hopefully we'll see you in the next live stream / video. Love you. Bye. Ooh.